Daniel had always dreamed of becoming a father. When his wife, Rachel, told him she was pregnant, he was overwhelmed with joy. They had been trying for a baby for nearly 2 years, and the news felt like the beginning of a new chapter. He started preparing the nursery, reading parenting books, and even picked out names. Rachel, however, had started acting strangely, distant, anxious, and often disappearing for hours without explanation. At first, Daniel dismissed his suspicions, telling himself it was just the pregnancy hormones. But one night, while Rachel was asleep, her phone lit up with a message from a name he didn't recognize. Curiosity and fear drove him to check it. What he found shattered him: messages, photos, and voice notes between Rachel and another man. They weren't just recent. They went back months. The timeline made it clear. Rachel had been seeing someone else before and during her pregnancy. And worst of all, the baby's father might not even be Daniel. Confronting her the next morning was like watching everything he built fall apart in seconds. Rachel didn't deny it. She cried, apologized, and admitted she wasn't sure who the father was. Daniel left the house without saying much. He walked for hours trying to make sense of it all. The betrayal burned, but it was the uncertainty that broke him. How could she lie while carrying a life they were supposed to create together? The days that followed were dark. Daniel moved into a friend's apartment, unable to sleep or focus. He debated whether to leave her, to demand a paternity test, or to forgive and try to rebuild. But every choice felt like a loss. Eventually, he agreed to a DNA test after the baby was born. It was the only way to find the truth. When the baby came, Daniel stood outside the hospital room, watching through the glass. A tiny girl, wrapped in pink. His heart ached. He wanted to hold her, but fear kept him frozen. A week later, the results came back. The child was not his. Daniel felt both devastated and strangely relieved. The truth had finally come, but it brought no peace. He filed for divorce quietly, without drama or anger. Rachel begged for forgiveness, but he had nothing left to give. Months passed, and Daniel slowly began to rebuild his life, alone but stronger. He learned to let go of the pain, knowing that sometimes love isn't enough to hold two people together, and sometimes finding the truth is the only way to set yourself free.